Hello everyone, a bit of a different intro today. I am back in action after attending my 104-year-old grandmother's funeral. Certainly a time for celebration, not mourning, and to visit family. But I just wanted to say thanks for all the kind words and the appreciation that I feel from you guys. It is certainly very motivating. I'm looking forward to getting back in the video routine along with the Chart Guys routine of the live webcam, daily videos, and all that fun stuff. But I also want to take this time to share some thoughts, just being able to reflect over the past week, to remind ourselves each day not only to have appreciation for what we are doing, clicking buttons here and creating financial independence for ourselves, but just to make sure that our priorities are in line. These stocks are just numbers in cyberspace. Money is digital numbers on a screen or pieces of paper. And compared to family, life experiences, all the really important things in this life, it's important to not get caught up in this stock game. And it is a game. We are gambling. That's what we're doing here. It's a lot of fun, and it can certainly, lead to creation of wealth, which leads to experiences and helping family members. All of that is great, but it's important to have our priorities in line and to check ourselves very often while doing this to make sure that that is the case. And whether that means getting up from the computer screen and going for a hike in the woods or whatever it may be, just clearing our minds and making sure that we are separated, not getting too emotionally attached to what's going on here on this screen, and keeping our priorities in line, and family being far ahead of stock. So also wanted to extend a thought here of what to be doing here as we are creating financial independence for ourselves, and I highly suggest using it to create experiences, help family members, friends, whatever it may be, not to be purchasing material objects. You'll never see me buy a new car. It doesn't matter if I hit $1 million win here in one day. I will never buy a new car because it's a terrible investment, number one, but it's just a material object. It's not increasing any life value here. And, taking that money, going on a trip with your daughter, son, mother, parent, whatever, that is going to have a much longer lasting impact. And that same amount of money can be used in very significantly more beneficial ways. That's just my opinion. Now let's get into some stocks. So looking at Apple on the daily and weekly time frame, towards the end of the week we had normal healthy consolidation. Could potentially be a bit of a bull flag after such a strong move, but we're waiting for these moving averages to catch up. What we can do here is utilize the low of the previous 3 days as a key support level. So 107.76, 107.85, 107.78, all of those within a 9-cent range, 3 days. We know that if we break the low of those, 107.76, we will likely see a quick little move to the downside, and that would be a bearish entry opportunity for the short term. So that's a potential here on how to play Apple if we do break that level. And in terms of resistance, we're looking at the weekly chart. So we can see the high on this move we've made is 108.90, and the same thing in terms of 3 days of support. Look at these 3 days of resistance, 108.94, 108.90, and 93, all right at the same level. So the same thing in the opposite direction. If we break 108.94, we can expect a short move to the upside and be playing that bullish. But we want to be very aware of this 100-week moving average resistance. We came very close to it last week, and then there's that upper wick of profit taking. Volume is decreasing for the bulls on this move up, showing they may be in for some tiring. So because of how this looks on the daily time frame and the potential for the bull flag, we will be looking for a potential another test of this resistance level this week, and then we can start looking for potential weakness at that resistance. And again, it will be normal healthy consolidation, but we've run here from $91 up to $109 over the span of 6 weeks with very little consolidation on this weekly time frame. We just had one bearish week there. So we're going to be watching this 109.20 100-week resistance. Very key, 111.11 lower high. I've been pointing that out in my longer term trend videos here for Apple. But in terms of the short term, we can use the past 4 days, those 3 highs and then the next 3 lows, as a key support and key resistance level to look for the short term, either getting a break on Monday, or if not on Monday, likely then on Tuesday. So even if we do get a bullish break, we know that that 100-week resistance is right there. So I would say that if we get the bearish break, there's a little bit more of potential for comfortability in terms of entering that short-term little bearish trade, but being well aware that the trend is certainly bullish over the past 6 weeks. So that is what we will be favoring until we see clear direction indicating otherwise. So clear resistance level and clear support pointed out on the daily time frame, clear weekly resistance, and we'll see if the bulls are going to tire down here and need to consolidate back towards the lower $100 range. Maybe this would be our target here, the 50-week again at 103.43 if we were to see another rejection from this resistance level and a bit more pullback. So we'll see what comes up this week. I appreciate you watching. See you tomorrow.